Good morning, Virgo. Virgo, you had the highest number of views on the weekly reading last week. You just beat out Gemini this time, but it's funny, isn't it? You know, some weeks it's other stars and then all of a sudden someone comes out of the blue and knocks it out of the water. So thank you, Virgo. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. So this reading's for you today. I'm still using the Thelema Tarot, but this is your reading. Oh, so we have the Seven of Cups coming out here. Now the Seven of Cups can be my delusion, illusion, confusion card, depending on how it's sitting in the pack. But very often this is a card of, you know, having a lot of choices and not being sure where to go. It's interesting because you've got the Justice card sitting behind this. So it could be that you have a lot of choice, but I think it's more likely that you're confused. And it looks like you could be confused over a fire sign or someone who sort of has a very passionate and driven nature. So it could be a family member, a friend or a lover, but definitely some sort of confusion coming in here about that. Okay, so we do have the moon coming in first. Well, that would make sense with the confusion card up front. There's something unknown to you here, Virgo, something that you're working with that you really don't know all the ins and outs of it yet. The universe has still got stuff hidden, so we'll see what that's all about. Okay, so we do have the Strength card following that. So maybe this is about you uncovering those parts of yourself that you are starting to reveal. Perhaps there's things about you that you're starting to find out that were unknown before. This is about sort of blending your, you know, higher self with your spiritual self with your human self. It's about understanding how to trust your higher power, standing in your strength, standing in your truth here. We do have the Hanged Man here, so this is about enlightenment. So you could have taken time out to see things from a different perspective or a different point of view. Could be what you're doing here, especially with this Strength, the Moon card, and the confusion, because it feels like to me like you've been doing a lot of soul searching here and looking for that part of yourself. Okay, then we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about celebrating with family and friends. There is other messages coming through, but I'll wait till the end. Then I have the Six of Cups here. Now the Six of Cups is about reminiscing, nostalgia, going back to the past, feeling like a child again. Now for some of you, this is about working on your childhood issues. But now you sort of look like you're through the other side of that and looking out towards the future with the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. Very nice. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Wands, which talks of putting boundaries up, of self-protection, being hurt once too many times and making sure this doesn't happen to you again by being strong, like in this Strength card, and understanding what you need to do to protect yourself, how you look after yourself. And I'm not talking about in an eating, feeding, showering, cleaning type of way. I'm talking about your spirituality. And I can see that with the Strength card here. Nine of Swords. So maybe some of you have been hurt just recently or in the past, and you've been trying to work through that energy to gain your lessons from it, which is really awesome. You have a brand new start coming up. This is about stability, and sometimes it can be new job, new money. But I don't think so. I think this is something to do with the work you've done. It's like you're starting all over. Yeah, look at you forging ahead. Knight of Wands here. Like really feeling like you've found your energy, found your passion. So, for the Virgos, there is this feeling here that you've been confused. Maybe woken up out of illusion. Maybe that's with the moon here. I'm thinking, you know, sometimes we sort of have a bit of a wake-up call about what we're doing and where we are in life. But whatever you've been doing, you've got to keep at it, Virgo. You're doing extremely well. You're bringing yourself out of this sort of fog, this, I can't think what they're calling it, like a vague state. It's like you've really, you're really you're really getting it, like you're really getting yourself, you're really understanding, you've tamed your dark side, you've understood. I feel like for some of you here, this is about you going back to your childhood and doing some of the work that perhaps comes from your childhood, like childhood trauma. Maybe you had sort of a pretty tough upbringing here, but you're starting to really get who you are now. You're not living in this sort of energy anymore. Because I feel like maybe in the past here, you've had a lot of experience where people have hurt you. Maybe you've been like a kind, loving soul and people have walked all over your boundaries, because that's what that sort of energy feels like there. But what I want to say to you is the end of worry and stress is over here, because you're forging forward for a brand new start. Now, for others of you, you could have come out of some relationship where you've been quite confused. Could be that you are sort of moving on now with this brand new energy, but you're still sort of being drawn a little bit back towards the past here. But that's okay, because you're using this past energy to understand what you need to do, and that's always fine because you're using it in a very positive way. But you are moving forward here with this Knight of Wands energy. So you really are finding your feet now and sort of moving ahead rapidly, really clearly, having a very clear sense of direction here. Now, the only other thing I just want to do, because there is a Wands card here, and I do have a Knight of Wands at the end. So for some of you, this could be someone new coming in with a brand new start, but it could be you approaching it in a very different way to how you approached relationships in the past. Now, we do know the Knight of Wands sometimes can represent like a bit of a fly-by-night or a person who's not willing to commit. But now I see your boundaries in place. I'm thinking they're not going to do very well if they're in for a quick fling, because you'll have them back on their horse and out of town in no time at all. Unless that's what you want, of course. So it's sort of you understanding what you want here as well and being able to use that to your advantage, rather than letting people sort of take advantage. Yeah, it could be somebody coming back in here. Maybe somebody coming in for you that you've manifested, because there's actually love here as well. So I do have the Empress, the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups sitting on this Knight of Wands. So maybe don't dismiss him too easily. Make sure you've got your boundaries in place. If this is a woman here, make sure that you are on the same page with this woman. Looks like you've manifested something new here and you've got a brand new start coming in. So with this Ace of Cups here, I'm thinking that someone's offering you love here. Could be that they come rushing in though and you're not sure whether to trust them. But I think with this boundaries card here, you're learning now how to put these boundaries down and how not to let someone take advantage of you, because you're getting this Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel that for some of you, this is about love, brand new love. Still could be somebody from the past with the Six of Cups here, no doubt about that at all, but it feels fairly new to me. Maybe you offering love to someone after you've got yourself all together too. Have a fantastic day, Virgo. Thank you very much.